So I'd like to start this little video by apologizing to my good friend Cambrian, who for about an hour before this video was with me, having a good old chat, reminiscing about Christmas and recalling for this very channel. Turns out I didn't press record on the streaming thing, so all that shit was lost, and he was gone before I realized that mistake, so there was absolutely nothing salvageable about that hour, but I didn't want to waste the opportunity to do a little Christmas recording, so here I am. You're going to be stuck with me for a while, so let's roll up. I've got the party hard about to play. We're going to see if we can play some snowy festive levels, if there's any on the game. Don't think there's any on the main game, but there definitely is some fan-made ones, so we'll check those out. I'm wearing my Christmas hat. I'm in my Superman pajamas, and although I have actually drunk quite a bit of mulled wine already, which might be why I'm not as mad as I probably should be right now with all the wasted time. I'm a little bit merry. Oh, and since this is kind of an impromptu party hard video, decided to get some tea. Now, I got an awesome advent calendar for my mother for her birthday gift. It is an advent calendar of different teas, and this is one of the pucker teas that we've got. This is the one for the 23rd, which is 3 licorice. I'm not the biggest fan of licorice, but we'll see how this tastes. It is the 23rd after all, so we kind of have to have this one. Yep, that was disgusting. So, I'll have a little bit more of that because it's a gift, but licorice is just not one of the things that's made for me at all. Something that was made for, well, not made for me, but made by me, is this wonderful little item. I got a Christmas cake that I baked and covered with like way too many cherries on top. Not because it was part of my artistic vision, it's just I had a lot of leftover cherries which I knew I wouldn't use otherwise, so I just put them all on top of the cake here. This is actually the second batch of Christmas cake I've made in the past few weeks. Reason being, the first batch got a little bit ruined. I had the Christmas cake, which I was intending on taking to the family house for Christmas, which is what that one's going to be doing right there. I had that underneath my boiler. A couple of weeks ago, we had a little bit of a storm in the UK. Now, although like the weather here and the climate isn't as extreme in like other parts of the world, like say America, when like slightly more extreme weather does hit, it kind of does cause some damage because we're just not built for it. We just don't have the infrastructure and the architecture for it a lot of times. So even though these were essentially just strong winds, they did cause some damage. My house was mostly fine. There was a bit that was giving me some concern. There was like water flowing in from a place where it shouldn't do, which should be waterproofed as well, where the roof was. I've had any problems with that since. I think that might honestly have just been a case of the wind blowing water in places that I wouldn't normally go, so I don't know if that's too much of a concern. But what did happen is the like exhaust pipe, the flue that comes out of my boiler and goes to the outside, that did get damaged in the wind. The cap of it got blown off, and the pipe itself, I don't know if it was just shook around too much, it's actually sunk in the house a bit. So where it comes out, it should be sort of like level or raised upwards to allow, you know, the steam and gases to escape, but it's kind of bent down inwards, so it goes a little down in an angle and there it goes up. And I realized at some point there was water leaking in through the boiler, and one of the things that leaking water destroyed was the original family cake, which is why I've had to make a new family cake right now. To be honest, this one looks a little bit nicer, probably just with the decorations. So yeah, that kind of sucked. The boiler itself, I was very concerned that that boiler was leaking. It was a new boiler as well, and I really didn't want to have to like go through trying to get people in to repair it if it was even covered by like the sort of guarantee. I do think it honestly was just an issue with the flue pipe, because I've actually straightened that out myself. I've got a little jack under it, which is like got it pressed right up back into the ceiling again. And I'm just going to kind of leave that there for a little while until I can get like some bolts and some struts just to like put it back into place properly. But that little makeshift repair, honestly, that seems to have done the trick. I've had no issues with water coming in, like dripping out the boiler since then. And it wasn't when it was raining that was happening necessarily. It was when the boiler was on, so I think it literally was just condensation collecting in that like weird angled pipe. But that's all sorted now, so that's fine, and I haven't had any problems with it since, so that's kind of cool. What else has been going on? Well, it's Christmas. That's kind of what's going on. That's the big thing that's going on at the moment. So while I'm blabbering on, though, I am going to put on some Party Hard. I'm probably just going to sit here and record for maybe 30 minutes. I do have other stuff to do, and it's way later than when I started, but of course I've lost a ton of footage, that's why. But hey, I still wanted to celebrate Christmas, and I wanted to do something Christmassy, so here we go. Let's play a festive game of murder. So as I said, there's not really any like snowy levels in the main game itself, but on the like fan custom levels that you can get on the PC Steam versions at least, I know there are some because I have played some earlier today, but I guess I'm going to be playing them again. Let's have a look. Should probably be a fucking expert at this now. Hipster concert, no. Yacht party, no. Yacht. How did I fucking mispronounce yacht? Oh, fuck me. Bear with me, I'll find it. But yeah, it's Christmas. What are you guys doing for Christmas? I hope you do have a good one if you do sort of celebrate it. I'm going to be spending mine with family, as I quite often do. I'll be going to like my mother's house. Not my mother's house, like the family house. I'll be going there for like New Year's, Christmas Eve, which is tomorrow, and probably when I'll be posting this video. And I'll be there probably the evening of Christmas Day as well. Probably come back to my place Boxing Day. Which means I actually have to make sure the pets here are like fed and watered. Now, they're the kind of animals you can leave for like at least a few days and they'll be fine, like snakes and spiders. Don't need that much care. Gail the snail, on the other hand, I will just have to make sure she's got like plenty of like food she can munch on. And, get a nice sort of humid environment for her, put out like maybe a little bit of extra water just so she's got that stuff there. I mean, I'll just be gone 2 nights, it won't be too bad, but she generally does need more input than the other animals just because the snails eat like giant African land snails tend to eat like more fresh food, so you have to like replenish that way more regular. Snakes literally eat about once a week. Some of them eat more than once, but it's really not that much. So I've actually got their food defrosting right now. And I'm going to put out tonight rather than tomorrow before I leave to stay at the family home, just because sometimes snakes, for whatever reason, whether or not they're feeling ill or they're just not in the mood, or they're about to shed, which I think one of them is, they'll decide just not to eat food. And this happened recently in a Zip's enclosure where I put out some food, didn't realize he wasn't eating it for maybe 3 or 4 days, until I found a mouse there, which was starting to really stink. So that was fucking unpleasant. Luckily, it was all still in one piece by the time I found it and hadn't started breaking down more, so I was at least able to get rid of it. But, yeah. Just in case that happens again, I don't want to leave the house over the Christmas weekend with, like, a rotting mouse inside. So, feed them tonight. Before I go tomorrow, I'll have another check just to make sure that they've eaten, and if not, I can deal with it, so that's absolutely fine. And it is going to take about an hour for their food to be prepared, so I thought may as well try and get something out of this night of lost recordings. No, where? Winter House Party. Yep, there we go. Oh, and it has a little premise. Here let's go over this. You were sleeping in your bed, dreaming about winning the lottery, and then a party went on in your neighbor's house. Stop them, or never sleep again. Don't know why I'm doing the spooky voice. It's Christmas. Should be merry and jolly, and stop them before you can have sweet and silent dreams again. Take out your jolly old festive knife and carve them up like a turkey. Anyway, I'm gonna go kill some people. This level is not terribly difficult. I mean, I have fucking played it already. Let's try and do a nice faster run if we can of this, and maybe get in 1 or 2 more levels. Poison keg is always a good one. It's a great way to take out a load of people at once. Does mean I best hide myself, because you don't want any bodies dropping around in front of you. And then the police get involved. Yeah, don't think anyone's going to come around this corner, so let's just sit back and watch the carnage and enjoy this other kind of poison which I have with me. That's unpleasant. I should probably just stop. Slightly sweeter though. I was having this with my mulled wine before. I have made mini versions of the Christmas cake since there was like a load of batter and icing left over from the big one. I've made like multiple small ones as well. There's a picture here of like the second batch. In fact, here's a picture of the first batch just to sort of see how they all turned out. The second batch was a lot smaller because I know I didn't need as much this time. But yeah, that's pretty fucking good. Plus, this was just finished yesterday as well, so it's still quite moist inside. It really hasn't had much of an opportunity to dry out. And unlike traditional Christmas cakes, which can take a long, long time to prepare, I followed a really cool, quick recipe that I found online. Let's see if I can bring it up, actually. Because I do just want to give this lady some credit, because it was a really good recipe. There we go. You probably can't see it on the screen, but it was from RecipeTinEats.com. A recipe by someone called Nagy. Basically, it was moist, easy Christmas cake, but like made quick. Like you could do it in a day if you had to. I did it kind of over 2, but made like the main fruit cake part on like 1 day. Let it cool overnight. Came back to work yesterday and just finished the decorating. But Recipe Tin Eats, I'm actually going to check out this website a bit more because that was just a really cool recipe to try there, and kind of curious to see if they've got some other stuff I can do as well. Anyway, let's get back to the murder. Okay, actually, most people in this game are now dead, so this shouldn't take much longer, as long as I don't mess it up. But yeah, hopefully the family will like that fruitcake. Probably shouldn't be eating fruitcake, but might have seen one of my more recent videos to do with the food and fitness challenge. I was kind of playing catch up and talking about how I was like just gonna reapply myself, like a second wedding vows. I recommit myself to the whole partnership, and we'll keep fighting forward. Yeah, December is a really shit month for that because of the whole Christmas and I guess in the States the Thanksgiving thing as well. I suppose New Year and as well as Boxing Day if you do stuff on those. I don't do as much for Boxing Day, to be honest. But, yeah, although I've kind of mostly kept up with the exercise, the food's kind of suffered quite a bit. So I'm kind of just in fuck it mode at the moment. Like, you know what? Let me just enjoy my little treats right now, and I'm gonna start again come New Year. Biggest cliche ever, the New Year's resolution thing, and I've kind of said before, I actually kind of don't like the idea of New Year's resolutions in a way, because I think if there's change that you want to make in your life, positive change, you should just make it, like, anytime as soon as it seems applicable. But it's kind of around about that time. To be honest, it's not going to be quite New Year's resolution because I don't have anything planned for the rest of the time. It's just going to be like the family time and the family meals on Christmas itself. I won't be doing anything after that, like, out of the ordinary, so it's more going to be like sort of post-Christmas resolution. I'm going to be probably basically as soon as Boxing Day is over, I'll be back on things and I'll be more comfortable about being back on things because there's going to be nothing else for me to eat. I'm going to leave Boxing Day as another open day because there's a chance, like last year, I might come home with a load of leftovers, so I'll probably be eating them on Boxing Day. But no, other than that, don't think shouldn't be too bad, and I'll be back on things in a weekend. Woo! Cleared out that house party. How long we've been recording? Please tell me we've been recording. I really don't want to have to do this for a 5th time. Oh yeah, there was more than one fucking recording when I realized I'd failed, but then things kept going wrong. The last one was actually going pretty well, and then this camera here, because it is like separate from the computer, that suddenly stopped working. I think the memory got filled up with all the useless footage that I can't use, so I've just emptied it out. Hopefully this will keep going for like another 20 minutes, however long we're doing this for. I don't want to be doing it too much longer, but hey, it's Christmas. I want to celebrate with you guys, and you know, let's all enjoy it together. Though by the time this is on YouTube, I'm probably going to be watching Mr. Medicre's Lonely Fox Christmas stream, because I really enjoyed one of the ones I'd seen previously. Yeah, that's yeah, when I was browsing through before, there's at least one more sort of winter-themed level, so just gonna check that out. If I can, the game doesn't seem to want to load, to be honest. Yeah, actually, the next regular level we were going to do is Miami Party, but I'm not going to do this now. Let's keep this festive. Do you know, it's not loading up. To be honest, the other winter level I was playing wasn't as good. So I think I'll actually just shut down the Party Hard right now, and since we haven't played it in a while, and you know, some people seem to enjoy last time I was on it. Let's play Roblox. Yeah, I already started the game, so I should probably see what this one is. It is Escape the North Pole Obby by @Ezok. So that's what one right now. In fact, I'm gonna jump out of this one because it is pretty good. But there's a really difficult bit a bit further on, and I honestly spent about 20 minutes trying to get past it and didn't, and I don't want to waste everyone's time by trying to do that for another 20 minutes again, so I'm going to jump on something else. This Christmas one's pretty decent from what I remember. Let's just see if that's loading up. Yeah, that's fine. Just adjust the screen slightly. Oh. Yeah, let's just switch off the Party Hard. Otherwise, that's just going to be playing in the background the whole time. And yeah, let's go. Is that Cloud's sword at the top? The Buster sword. That's nice. It's probably not terribly important. I'm just kind of curious to see if there's any other Easter eggs in here. Hey, DC Heroes poster. That's cool. Yeah, you know me. I'm more of a DC than a Marvel Comics fan. Not that I dislike Marvel Comics at all. In fact, great comics and some great movies. And speaking of great Marvel movies, let's just say I was at the opening night for a big one at the moment. About a certain Spinnerman. Looks like some armor, Roblox skateboard, some animated shows I'm not familiar with. Woody, and I guess is that Naruto? I honestly don't know. All right, wake up, wake up. Let's go find Santa. Let's go find Santa then. Yeah, it's irritating because me and Cambrian actually talked about that in quite a bit of detail as well, and both got a bit like enthused about the product, and yeah, we're never gonna see that footage again. To be fair, just in case there was people who just hadn't got around to seeing it and like were kind of wanting to and still are going to and happen to stumble across this obscure video that probably no one's going to watch. It's probably a good thing we didn't spoil everything, and I'm not going to spoil it right now. I'm just going to give my wholehearted endorsement of Spider-Man No Way Home. Like, I was expecting it to be fun. It actually beat my expectations, and it's a genuinely good movie. But enough about that, because otherwise I'll just be out of context gushing. Okay, avoiding these magic snowballs running around. Need to get to the park. Watch out for the snowmen. Hey, snowboarding. I've been snowboarding before in my youth. Went with the school to a resort in Norway. Some people did skiing, some people did snowboarding. I opted for the snowboarding. I was no fucking good at it. But it was an experience. Oh god, and I tell you, Voss in Norway, probably some of the best views I will ever have in my life. Just the mountains up there was amazing. Especially the night sky, like night sky in the mountains. Clear, without light pollution. Fucking mind-blowing. You could just see the Milky Way, like, so clearly. The sky was just fucking bright with stars. Memories. I saw something down there. Let's jump off. Yeah, let's just jump off a bridge. That's sound. Whoop. Let's play a little log jump. What was I even talking about? Oh, I was just rambling like Grandpa from The Simpsons about memories. But yeah, speaking of that, you know, Christmas, I think, is just such a nostalgic time for a lot of people, especially those who had, like, pretty good childhoods like myself, like, pretty decent. Just have a lot of, like, warm feelings for Christmas time, and yeah, a lot of the warm feelings I get now, honestly, are just kind of the nostalgia, like, you know, even some of the tunes and, like, some of the tacky, like, colored electric lights kind of bring that kind of thing to me. Magic Poles, let's visit the Christmas one. The Halloween one looks pretty interesting, but it is Christmas, so we'll go into the Christmas one. Sorry. And I'm done with this. Don't ever buy me licorice. Woo. I'm inside a magic floating calendar. And now I'm dead. And now I'm back. Okay, you know, like, little instances of this, like, floating in air platforming, that's kind of fine. Just some of the more basic hobbies you can, like, play on Roblox are just that the whole way through, and I find them a little boring, and this might sound silly, like, it actually just slightly, even though, you know, it's absolutely not real, it just, like, slightly gets in my gut a little bit. And so just playing them is also mildly uncomfortable as well as tedious, so let's just jump on some sweets. Yeah, we'll play through this. Might play, you know, maybe maybe one more thing after. Don't want to keep everyone on too long. There's some actual great like Christmas videos and streams out there that you should probably be watching instead, but I appreciate the guys who are watching this. Ooh. Ooh. So, hope everyone's kind of ready for Christmas. So high up, looks like Grumpy McGrumpy Face is asleep. Who is that? Oh. And I am a snowball. And I'm getting bigger as I go down the hill. That's a pretty cool mechanic. Well, it's kind of obscuring my view a little bit. Whoa. Hey. Oh. And I'm out of it. Oh, nice, nice. Okay. Santa's workshop, I saw a key at the top of the tree. Oh, fucking great. One of these games. Yeah, as a dirty console gamer, this kind of keyboard hopping doesn't come terribly natural to me. Though in games like this, it's pretty straightforward. I keep getting told by the PC master race that I really need to like get into PC gaming, get like a good computer, but man, I'm not sure if I'm fucking capable of playing on some games on a keyboard. Like, I'm a big Fallout fan, but the idea of like playing like Fallout 4 or even like 3 in New Vegas on the keyboard, just I don't know, dude. I mean, of course it can be done because people love those games on those on the PC, and it would be cool to actually do some of those mods. I love watching videos from like what's his name, like Mitten Squads. Like, I love that sort of thing, and like is it Epic Nate? Love watching that sort of stuff with like all the mods and the challenges. Maybe I should get into it. But it's not like you can just get into fucking gaming PCs. Just casually on a whim, like... I can't fucking afford that, at least not right now. I mean, one of my goals is to actually, you know, get a good computer at some point. Just to, like, assist with, like, the editing and stuff, like, playing this, because... I'm not going to move the camera because I don't want anything else to go wrong tonight. But I'm playing essentially on what's a notebook, like, laptop. It's fairly... It's got good speed to it, but still kind of fairly basic. And I'm probably pushing it to its limits, just like recording and playing a game right now. Wouldn't mind, especially since I've got this nice desk here, I wouldn't mind a good, like, solid PC to work from at some point. We're in Santa's house. I'm so excited. Man, probably the mulled wine and the long days kind of getting to me a little bit. I won't be on much longer. Oh, it's a dwarf hamster. I used to have dwarf hamsters. I mean, if you like hamsters, I guess they're cool. I've had every species of hamster at some point. I don't know, they're just one of those pets I don't know if I would own again necessarily. I was, I was offered some guinea pigs recently, which I kind of thought about, but I have a lot of animals to look after already, and I figured maybe having some live rodents around with larger reptiles, probably not a good idea. So, yeah. I thought we'd leave that. I beg your pardon, I am yawning a bit now. God, it's one of those things, like, I know some people manage to do it somehow. I guess they just have a much, like, better work ethic and just much better at this than I have, but God, people who fucking record videos, like, and publish and edit them regularly on YouTube, as well as having a day job. That just blows my fucking mind. Because even me, like, this stupid little unprofessional videos like this, which have virtually very little, like, fairly little work in it, to be honest. Yeah, I'll be doing a little bit of editing just to paste this together, but it's about it. It's just be using up a little bit of my time more than anything else. God, even this just takes up so much time. That's honestly why I haven't, like, had as many videos out at the moment, just because, like, December's kind of busy anyway for me, and I just honestly haven't had the time to do it. One of the things I'm kind of looking forward to when Christmas is over is just, you know, going to free up the time. I'm not going to be worrying about purchasing and wrapping things or making things, because sometimes I make gifts. And, I've almost certainly ranted about this before, and I don't want to be too much of a Scrooge, because I honestly do like Christmas. As I said, I like the lights, I like the nostalgia, I like the family, I like the food, I like the cliches of, like, love and, like, togetherness and coming together and goodwill towards men. I like that saccharine shit. One thing I don't like, and this is kind of a big issue considering it's Christmas, is the rampant materialism about it, and the whole culture of, like, gifting, and, you know, oh, you have to buy this, and oh, you have to get this, and oh, you can't prove that you care about someone unless you spend this much money on them, and oh, you know, this person got a gift for you just out of the kindness of their own heart, but you better fucking get them something in return. That sort of shit. I really hate that, and my partner's, like, shown me some stuff in, like, recent years where we've had, like, little talks and videos and presentations by people who honestly do believe, kind of like me, that we should maybe just take a step back from that kind of societal expectation, like, because for some people, and, you know, I'm doing pretty well for the most part. Yeah, I kind of live day to day, like, both on check, but as long as I'm sensible with things, I do fine, and I do have, like, good family support sometimes if I do get in trouble. But there are some people who put themselves in serious fucking financial and, like, burdens and just a lot of unnecessary stress because of, like, Christmas and the expectation of it. And yeah, I prefer if it wasn't. You know what? Keep all the sweetness, keep all the goodness, even the tedious, irritating as fuck Christmas songs I don't like. Keep those as well. Keep your stupid movies. But we could honestly just do away with the whole fucking gift and spending culture. Got the reason that came up in my mind because I was talking about making gifts. One person who really kind of goes on the whole presents thing, and he is honestly someone who just fucking buys gifts at any time of the year because he feels like he wants to or he has to, is my father. So he was asking what I wanted. I said nothing. He asked me what he should get my partner. I said nothing because, you know, they're not going to be getting, you know, I don't expect things from her family for me, and I don't plan on getting, like, her family anything either, at least just not right now, because I haven't even met them. But no, that's not good enough. And of course he said, oh, well, you might not be getting anything, but I want to get something. It's like, yeah, well, that's great, but then you just put the fucking expectation on again, so that's irritating as fuck. I really hate that. But, oh well. Oh well. But yeah, despite the fact he is one of those people that really does kind of go on the gifts and, like, spends, honestly, money needlessly as well for, like, material and even for, like, stuff you might not necessarily want. Like, honestly, if I say don't get me anything, don't get me anything. This might sound hyperbolic, but I honestly do have an idea, like, maybe sometime mid next year, like, before we even, like, start getting to autumn and winter, I might just, like, make a little declaration to my family to just opt out, you know. Kind of an adult. Doesn't mean the same thing to me. For me, like, the whole gift giving thing's more of a children's thing, and quite happy to get stuff for the children. But for me, let's not bother, okay? And I won't bother with the adults as well. Let's just all be boring and reasonable grown-ups about this. So yeah, I might be doing that next year. We'll see. Yeah, we've pretty much finished this obby. Oh, yeah. I think I'll, what the hell is this? Alright, this looks cool. But it's a little out of season for me, so let's just jump out of this. Let's see, is there anything else we'll put on before we go tonight? Yeah, I keep fucking straying from my point. But yeah, we're talking about making gifts for his thing, because as far as I could tell, he didn't make anything on Amazon wishlist, which I've previously bought things from, and probably should have asked him, but I didn't. But didn't really know what to get him. For some reason, he seems to like my quote-unquote artwork. As if I was still a kid and drawing pictures to put on the fridge. So, you know, sometimes I like take some time, like try and do a decent-ish picture. And this year I've done one of my favorite animal, actually, snow leopards. So I did this little picture here. Not the highest quality work. I think it looks okay. To quote Birdemic's auteur, is it James Wen? Looks good from a distance, you know. From a distance. Yeah. But yeah, that was actually the last gift I had to sort out, and I just finished it last night, wrapped it up, and on my lunch break today at work, I like ran like maybe a mile or so to the post office, posted it up so it'll hopefully arrive tomorrow, and then like ran all the way back. So yeah, hopefully you'll like that. And yeah, little crafty gifts are kind of cool, I guess. Let's see, something else we can play. Anka, what the fuck is that? Like, I just saw it kept showing up. Don't know what that's about. Save Christmas obby. Okay, let's have a look at this. I mean, there's more games obviously you can play on Roblox than obbies. I just kind of like them. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna get a glass of water. That was so much more satisfying than the 3 licorice tea. Alright, let's have a quick run, see what this is like. Oh, I fucking hate these. Yeah, because it's heart's frozen. Let's go inside Santa's workshop. Yeah. I think this might be like an earlier sort of obby where I think they did more of these little talking character bits. Talking characters are fine if they just talk when you can run around. It's when they like stop you mid-game and stop blabbering on you. I'm just being grumpy. Let's just play the game. Okay, jump over whatever this is. Up the steps. And where are we now? Oh. Hey, that was cool. I like little decorative touches like that. You know, can't necessarily interact with them, but it just gives the place a little bit of character. Yeah, I'm liking this little gingerbread house. Oh, a friend of mine posted on social media recently. I don't know if I have permission. I don't want to, like, you know, just post things without their consent, but this is a pretty awesome gingerbread house. I thought it was neat. I've never made one before. This conveyor center prepares all of his gifts. Go through the right conveyor to make your way out of here. Cool, I will try. I failed. I failed. No, I would not like a magic carpet. Whoop. Whoop. Now, do I go through here? No, I went the wrong way. Wait, Oh, no, this is a different room. That's cool. Got that little conveyor belt thing I like. A lot of hobbies are kind of similar like this. I don't know, I just find them... I find them wholesome fun. Yeah, little platformer. Yeah. Can I just cheat and walk on the edge? Yeah, I can. Going to the present that will take us to center. Cool. Have to go into a present. Oh, this like hat is very warm. Oh. Oh, that's better. Hey, Toy Story alien. And a rubber ducky. But it's not a stormtrooper, unlike my rubber ducky, so it's not as good. Ah, fuck. Oh, yeah, I really can't be up much longer. I've got to feed the snakes, which won't take too long, and do some of the household chores. Be honest, I'm probably going to do most of them tomorrow after I get back from work. Because, yeah, I'm at work tomorrow. Fun. It's not too bad. We are finishing, like, a few hours early, so it's kind of nice. Not sure how I'm getting to work yet. If I'm cycling to work, I should be back by about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so that's pretty cool. Just not sure how busy it is, because, you know, usually Christmas is a bit quieter. But there's also less staff. And I'm not, previously I have had Christmas Eve off at this place, and I haven't been able to get it this time, so it might be a little busier for me, but we'll see how it goes. Either way, at least it's not going to be too much of a long day there. God, even so, I do need to head to bed soon. That's okay, kind of frightening. Oh, let me guess. Santa's gonna eat me, and we're gonna go through his body and then get pooped out. Yeah, this is also a kind of a trope in some of these hobbies. At least this one's kind of plot relevant because we are trying to get to Santa's heart and thaw it out, I guess. Wait. So many of these get like eaten. There's one where it's like escape mom, and you know, she's going mad at you and not clean your room or something. But then there's a bit where she eats you again. And then like this, you gotta go through mom's body. And then she poops you out. And you go into a toilet and... Yeah, I get it. It's just kind of like gross out fun for kids. But there's something almost... Maybe I'm reading too much here. There's something almost Oedipal about that. It's like... I don't know, depending who made this, you could maybe read something into it, which, I don't know, maybe I'm the freak. I'm definitely a freak. But, when you get bored by Santa again. Yeah, I do find this kind of weird. And you know, I bitch at the Martian about their weird little quirks sometimes. I have them as well, I'm just a hypocrite. Let's try and get out there, this gut. Right, so this should be, in theory, saving. So why did I restart right from the beginning before? Whew, okay. Oh! Robloxian number. So it's a very creative name, that. I mean, it's no Northern Collab. Oh. Did I ever go in the story why my username's Northern Collab? It used to be my username for a lot of things. In fact, are we going into the heart? Yes, we're in the heart. We're in Santa's frozen heart. Yeah, Northern Collab used to be my username for a lot of things, including my very first YouTube channel was Northern Collab. And I believe the name I initially used, it was on, I think it was the Dalek Builders Guild. And if you know anything about Doctor Who and Daleks, you can probably immediately guess where that name's from. But yeah, that was my username on a lot of things. You know, occasionally some people got the reference and would maybe do a quote from it, and I thought, yeah, that was kind of cool. But yeah, it's not the catchiest of monikers to use. I mean, neither is Manic Monochrome, to be fair, and when I've like super chatted people and things, sometimes the names have gotten mixed up. In fact, I did a super chat to one of Sam from Historic Travels streams the other day, and he just called me Maniacs. I think it's probably what it looked like, and Maniac's not a bad name, to be honest. Maybe I should just use that, but we'll see. I'm still just Manic Monochrome. See, as heel versus babyface, he got it right. In fact, yeah, Mandy Summers also got it right. In fact, yeah, that stream was last night. God, speaking about poop, we kind of turned up on an interesting little topic. Anyway, that's a non-story for another non-day. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm so tired. Probably as soon as I'm done with this, I'm just gonna like log off, and then I'll probably just take the footage with me to the family house and just quickly do the slap edits together. Ah, damn it. At least editing these videos isn't actually too bad, because it's not like I'm compiling a load of clips together like some other videos I sometimes do. Fuck off. All this again? Right, if I die this time, I'm just gonna fucking quit, because it's not my fault if the fucking, like, check mark here isn't working. Checkpoint, sorry. I'm on Twitter too much. Okay, it worked that time. Might have been my fault. I might have missed the checkpoint in the mouth. Maybe that was it. Maybe you have to, like, hit them all. Okay. Alright, well, this will actually get a bit easier, so I don't necessarily have to start again if I keep dying. Yeah. These kind of videos I do where I'm just, like, playing Roblox or something, it's kind of like a live stream, though not, like, quite. I am kind of recording this, I probably could actually do these live, just once I sort of figure out what to do on OBS, and find a way, because I do prefer using this camera for things rather than the webcam. So, like, maybe find a way just to get that linked up and use, like, that feed instead while I'm doing it live. That'd be pretty cool. I probably would just record these live in that case. But for the moment, I'm just, like, recording the OBS footage separately, and then recording this camera footage separately, and then I'm just, like, splicing them all and editing, and then posting them out. And luckily, that's, like, such a straightforward edit. It's barely any work at all. Like, you just really have to like sync the footage together and cut out the bits that you feel like you might need to cut out, and then just play. So yeah, I'll probably just take this little computer with me tomorrow when I go home, and then just while it's quiet, or even in the night time, if I do have like Sunny or other Christmas specials on, I'll just be watching that. Oh, Community's back on Netflix, isn't it? Yeah. Community's got a really good Christmas episode. I should stick that on. If I wasn't doing this right now, I'd probably be watching some of the Simpsons Christmas specials on Disney Plus. God, I just finished, I think is it season 32? I just finished season 32 watching it on Disney Plus because, you know, it's there. I'll keep a little bit more up to date than the Simpsons that I used to be. It's so redundant saying that Modern Simpsons is bad, but fuck me. To be honest, most of the time, it's just mediocre and uninteresting. Occasionally, you actually do get a good episode in the like the last 10 years of The Simpsons, and yep, this season was no different. I actually quite liked their Christmas episode this season. But there was a couple of stinkers, and God, there's one that's actually made me mad. And it does another fucking flashback thing, and this is such a minor thing because The Simpsons is an episodic show. It's not really like that reliant on its continuity. But because it's like got a fluid timeline, which means on later seasons when they do flashbacks, it's always at a different decade. Like, you know, initially Homer and Marge were in school in the 70s, and then it was the 80s, and then it was the 90s, and it's I don't know, it kind of annoys me. God, it might even be early 2000s now. Got to think about it because I'm getting old. But yeah, there was one episode like that. It was something stupid to do with like robot mascots that like Homer had some attachment to. Yeah, that was a weird thing. But then later on, it got J.J. Abrams, the actual J.J. Abrams involved, doing a movie, and then it kind of became a bit of a dick sucking thing, to be honest. You know, company man, guest star, you know, director with ties to the company. Yeah, they were kind of filleting him a bit on the show, like the characters as well as just kind of the show itself, and then there became like a really interesting commentary about how, well, if you complain about movies and, you know, updates of like old things, you're just a massive troll, and it's like, oh, fuck you with that shit. Just because you might make some bad movies. It's like, oh, fuck off. So yeah, that actually annoyed me. But yeah, that for me, that is worst episode ever, and it was purely for that reasons. Like the fucking Abrams dick sucking. And the just insulting audience who don't like it when you put out a shitty fucking product. Sorry, I'm actually getting a little foul right now. We're going to be festive and happy. But yeah, it annoyed me. But yeah, you know what? Like, what I said before is kind of true. Honestly, even in modern series of The Simpsons. Oh. Santa's heart's warming. Yay. Yeah, even in the modern series, I will sometimes come across episodes myself which are actually pretty decent. I think honestly, like every modern series probably at least has one or two like decent-ish episodes to have. It's just the show on the whole is just it's so like just mediocre or just uninteresting, or they don't really do anything good with the characters. And you know, like seasonal rot and like fatigue over time is just something that happens anyway, but My God, like The Simpsons in its first 10 years, well, I'd say between like years 3 and 10. I'd even go so it's like 3 to 12. My God, that show was fucking golden. Like just about every fucking episode was just, oh, just fucking great. And yeah, do you know what? Apart from some of the Star Wars stuff, I probably use Disney Plus the most just to rewatch old Simpsons. Even though I actually own a good chunk of the older series I like. You know, basically everything from like 1 to 10. I own those on DVDs. I still like to just watch them on screen sometimes. It's like, oh, you know what? That was a great episode. Or I'll be watching a YouTube video which will make like a reference to something, or a Dankmas video where he does whether they do a remix, and it was like, damn, I'm watching that episode now because so good, so good. What's the best Simpsons episode? I don't know. But I do like to watch the holiday specials around about this time as well. It's a big cliche, and I've seen it so fucking much. But Simpsons roasting on open fire. It's a fucking like, forget about it just being a Simpsons thing, and the first episode of The Simpsons as well. It's just a bona fide Christmas classic. You have to fucking watch Simpsons on roasting on open fire. I try and watch it every year. I love it. There's a few other Christmas episodes which are pretty good. A big one I liked as a kid, actually, and I probably still will like if I watch it now. I actually really like She of Little Faith, where Lisa kind of does the character turn and becomes a Buddhist. And what's interesting is when I saw that when I was like a lot younger, that was actually the time I got into Buddhism as well, so I kind of related on a weird level there. For the record, I'm not actually into it anymore. I'm if I'm anything, I'm more Taoist than anything. Not that I hold to like the spiritual side of a lot of these things, it's just more the philosophical side, but that's just kind of how I'm kind of wired. But yeah, that has nothing to do with anything. But yeah, solid Christmas episodes. Mr. Plow, of course, not strictly Christmas, but that's a good one. Oh, man, what else? Okay, yeah, let's go through some good solid Christmas TV things to watch. The animated Grinch, of course. Heck, the Jim Carrey movie, The Grinch. I'd say that's a good one to start. Though that's a movie. Let's just stick to TV because there's plenty of talk about Christmas movies out there. So yeah, Community, the first Community Christmas episode as well, where they do the Rankin Bass animation. That's a really fucking good one. Always Sunny. Such a mean spirited one that is just great. What else? Yeah, we've got the Simpsons episodes there. Yeah, Star Trek never really did a Christmas one. You got the Doctor Who Christmas specials from the modern series, of course, and there's that one lost episode from the classic series where the Doctor broke the fourth wall and wished everyone a Merry Christmas. Yeah, the modern series Christmas episodes, they're a good one to watch, especially the first couple. I'd even say some Matt Smith's is pretty good. I've always liked Matt Smith as a Doctor. What else? What other sort of Christmas episodes and specials should we be watching? Oh, like some comedy ones are pretty good. Did Seinfeld ever do a Christmas episode? I'm not actually all the way through it, so it's possible that they did one. I'm just not there yet. I could maybe watch more Seinfeld, I guess. Hey, that's the Star Wars Holiday Special. I honestly, yeah, it's kind of ironically, but I do enjoy watching the Star Wars Holiday Special. In all honesty, it's so cheesy and naff, but I kind of just love it because it's so cheesy and naff. Ugh. That was a waste. Yeah, maybe I should pick up that. Oh, wait, I can't, because I used to have it on disc, but I don't anymore. It actually got destroyed, and I've been meaning to try and pick up a new bootleg of that at some point. Maybe that's why I should have asked for Christmas. Like anyone would know where to get that from. Actually, my aunt would, because she got me the thing originally. I should probably ask her. But, any other Christmas specials? Oh, damn it. God, there will be some, but my brain's so kind of sleep deprived right now. Damn. I mean, you got your old animation ones, and like again, like the old animated Grinch. You got Garfield. Oh my god, that just occurred to me. So I am actually going to I'm just looking up something. I've had like one of those weird things where I just had like a sudden fucking flashback and went back, 30 years in my brain, and I need to look at it right now. Okay. Oh, I am tempted. I am tempted. So, when I was a kid, like many kids, I would sometimes just watch the same shit over and over and over and over again, because for some reason kids just don't get bored of stuff. One thing I absolutely loved, and I'm just going to put it up on screen right now just for a second while we're here and talking about Christmassy stuff. Oh, that's the wrong one. I need to do just display capture. There we go. Things might get a little bit trippy. Yeah, here we go. One thing I absolutely loved was this thing, Yogi's First Christmas. I am honestly tempted to purchase this. Like, fucking serious, I'm very tempted to purchase this just so I can watch it again. It will arrive before Christmas. Unless could buy or rent it. God, just looking at that. Oh, the feels. Sorry, I'm getting lost in my fucking nostalgia. But you know what? It's part what this season's about, I reckon. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll pick that up again at some point. But yeah, we'll knock off the display capture and just try and finish this stupid game and go to bed. It's not a stupid game, actually. I kind of like it. Not a bad Christmas obby. Oh, man. Now I'm thinking about that. And now I'm thinking about some very questionable physics from that cartoon special now. Something to do with a rock and lifting yourself up, sitting on a rock by pulling a rope. I don't know. We'll see. I'm probably gonna. I think I'm gonna watch it again, to be honest, because I'm really sad. Oh, actually, fuck it. While I'm here, because I was actually showing Cameron some of this stuff. I probably shouldn't have, but I've kind of like bought myself some things just randomly while I was like looking through eBay and Amazon recently. Because recently saw No Way Home and was like super impressed by it. It was really in like a Spider-Man mood. In fact, before we went to see No Way Home, I wanted to watch all the Raimi Spider-Mans, not the Garfield ones because they don't quite compare to the first two Raimi ones. But also, I'd seen the Garfield ones way more recently than the Raimi ones. They only had Spider-Man 1 and 3 for some reason. I knew the streaming services, and although I've seen it now, I did really want to watch Spider-Man 2, so I've picked up Spider-Man 2.1 just to sort of watch whenever now, so that's one thing. I've also picked up 2001 A Space Odyssey, because believe it or not, never fucking seen it. Like, classic Stanley Kubrick, one of the greatest movies ever. Never seen it. But while I was buying movies, this might be questionable. But, Blu-ray special edition of Titanic, because I don't own many Blu-rays. I do have a Blu-ray player. I should probably get some more, and Titanic's one of my favorite movies. I own it on VHS. I own it on special edition DVD. But I don't own it on Blu-ray. So, and I'm kind of curious to see what the better picture quality is gonna look like. Because hey, I remember seeing it when it was released in 3D, like, for the anniversary. I remember seeing it then as well, and just thinking about how cool it looked then. So yeah, I'm gonna watch that sometime soon, and yeah, I might just have to force someone else to watch it too. That seems my thing. I've done it before. I've just kind of forced someone else to watch Titanic with me. Oh well. Oh, it's actually not the only Titanic thing I picked up, weirdly enough. I remember this from childhood as well, and I just sort of searched for it on a whim, and I found it, so I thought I'd pick it up. The fucking Mad magazine from when Titanic was released, and what was it, 98? I got that. So I'm gonna look through this, the Titanic spoof parody. I've had a quick flick through it already. There was one like specific thing from the magazine I remember, which was like kind of a funny little article, and I wanted to like read it again. I flicked through it. It's not in there because although it's Titanic themed, the article, it wasn't in this issue. It must have been in one of the subsequent issues. So I might have to hunt for the next two after this. But I'm in the UK, so Mad Magazine isn't, like, terribly easy to get a hold of. Well, we saved Christmas. And to be honest, that's gonna be about it for today. Well, enough of the games anyway. Just enjoy this picture of the Simonside Hills, which I took one winter. That was a fun excursion. And, the trees are almost Christmassy as well. Yeah, no, fuck it, while I'm here, I went on a weird Titanic binge of all things. I bought, Down with the Old Canoe. I've actually owned a copy of this book before, but got rid of it. Cultural history of, like, the Titanic disaster. What it basically means by that is it deals with, like, the aftermath, and also, like, Titanic as it's been portrayed in, like, pop culture and, like, regular culture and, like, politics and literature. It was really interesting, and although I read through it, I do kind of regret getting rid of it, because I also kind of have plans to do some more Titanic-themed videos, and this is actually a really good resource for some things. It's got, like, some really good stories, which I want to make a reference to, and while I was, like, on the Music Magpie store and just searched for Titanic, came across this, so kind of feeds into the Titanic and my sort of comic interest side as well. I honestly don't really know what this is. Exploring Titanic and Isabel Soto history adventure. So I'm guessing it's some sort of kids comic, like maybe like an educational thing for children. Oh, yes, definitely. There's some pages which just seem to have, like, factoids in, but, you know what? The art's actually not bad, and yeah, this is the kind of kitschy things I sort of like, so, yeah. yeah, not bad at all. Kind of like a little novelty. I might have a look through this on a video at some point because I do plan on doing more Titanic videos. Although I'm not a Titanic channel, but like clearly it's one of my fucking interests, or at least it was as a kid. And I don't even need. Do I need to be making that qualifier anymore? I bring it up enough. It's clearly there's still some section of my brain where it's always going to be ingrained. I mean, it's why I watch things like historic travels and God, rewatch some other stuff as well. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to admit it. Really, it's I guess that interest in Titanic thing, it's just gonna be with me forever, I suppose. Until I go the way that she does. I keep looking up there because the one of the previous Titanic Roblox videos I did had like a little cardboard puppet for like the different bits of the video. I've actually got that like stuck on the wall up there. Yeah, just on the unlikely event I will ever use it again. It's just kind of stuck up there as a silly little decoration. And, yeah, so I have Titanic stuff to look at some point. Yeah, I'm just kind of thinking, is there anything else I want to say about Christmas? It's 10 to fucking 1 at night. This is way too late for me. I should be in bed by now. Well, at least the mulled wine's like worn off at this point, so I won't have any issues in the morning with that at least. Maybe with some sleeplessness, but there we go. Well, if I'm cycling into work, I actually don't have to get up as early, and I'm just not gonna exercise. Right, that sounds pretty bad. Sorry, I keep moving away from the fucking mic. It sounds pretty bad, but I'm probably just not going to exercise, to be honest, except maybe my steps, just because like I've got other stuff to do, and yeah, at this rate I might stay in bed like an extra half hour or so. And you know, I'm not at work terribly long, and some of the chores I have to do in the house I will have time to do before I leave, so at least that's something. And, yeah, anything else I want to talk about, really? Probably. But this is like the 4th attempt at doing this bloody video, and I'm a little tuckered out, to be honest. But, yeah, I honestly do hope you all enjoy your festive seasons as well. I have come to like really appreciate Christmas in my age. I used to be very anti it. Honestly, I think I've just came to the conclusion it's the material gift side of things I just don't like, but I kind of like everything else. It's just yeah, when you're not a kid, it kind of just becomes more annoying than anything else. It's yeah, no, I like Christmas. I can admit I like Christmas. I like it so much, I will wear a silly hat again for the end of this video. And because I'm already in my Jimmy Jams, I can more or less go straight to bed after I feed some dead rodents to some reptiles. And give a snail a slice of... Yeah, I'll give her a slice of apple as a little treat. Snails like apple. And cockroaches really like citrus fruit. I've found that out just through keeping invertebrates. It's kind of interesting. That has nothing to do with anything. I'll take one more bite of this homemade Christmas cake. I'm going to get the cherry. Mmm. It isn't really good viewing at all. But yeah, I hope you guys like whatever you're doing, and you know, times can be a bit tough as well, and I hope like you all sort of get through that okay if you are going through some tougher times. I just want everyone to find like a little bit of joy, I guess, and some wholesome fun. It sounds a bit silly, but I was like thinking about this recently as well. I do generally, yeah, I've got a bit of a twisted mind at times. But I do like generally get joy for some wholesome things every so often. Christmas is pretty wholesome for the most part, so even if some of the Christmas specials aren't necessarily like the sunny one, but I'm gonna watch those. I'm gonna enjoy it, and yeah, I think while we're doing my chores tomorrow, we'll watch some of the Simpsons Christmas specials. Yeah, that's it really. If you've watched this video and enjoyed it, well, thank you. If you've watched this video and you didn't enjoy it, I guess you can dislike it. I mean, I will see it in the studio. Maybe, like, we all know the removal of the dislike thing was to protect no one but fucking corporate interests and a select few. It's got nothing to do with protecting smaller creators. And, also, if you didn't like it and you watched this long, I'm kind of impressed about your fortitude. Well, that's it for me. And, yeah, I've got a couple of more videos still to edit, which I'll probably try and do in the last week or so of December. And then, yeah, cliche of cliches, after Christmas and coming in the new year, we'll be really hammering down on the old fitness and dieting again. But, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I wish you all a Merry Christmas or whatever else it is you're going to be doing this year, and just try and have a good time. Good time and good tidings to all. Good night.